Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this tutorial we'll write a Python program to print this number pattern. Shape of this number pattern is right triangle. And here we'll ask the user to enter number of row. In this example number of row is 5. But while writing the program we'll ask the user to enter number of row. And for number of columns we'll use a formula that is row plus 1. Because when row is 0, these are the row numbers. So when row is 0, we need one column, this. And when row is 1, we need two columns, this one and this one. When row is 2, we need 3 columns. So when row number is 3, we need 4 columns. So that's why I'll take number of column we need in our output as row plus 1. Row number plus 1. Alright. And next, what about the numbers? How to print numbers? Here you can see in the first column of every row, if I take this as column 0, then 0th column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is that? Here row number is 0, then the number we want is 1. When row number is 1, we need 2. When row number is 2, we need 3. When row number is 3, we need 4. When row number is 4, we need 5. That is nothing but row plus 1, right? The number we want in the first column is row plus 1, row number plus 1. What about these remaining numbers? Here we can see if I minus 1 from the previous value, that is 2 minus 1, so I'll get 1. Here also same, 3 minus 1, 2, 2 minus 1, 1. 4 minus 1, 3, 3 minus 1, 2, 2 minus 1, 1. 5 minus 1, 4, 4 minus 1, 3, 3 minus 1, 2, 2 minus 1, 1. So if I minus 1 from the previous value, I'll get the current value. So we'll use this concept to print numbers in the program. This is about the shape of the pattern and number we want to print in the pattern. Next, let's write the program. In the Python file, the first step in the pattern program is we need to ask the user to enter the input. For that, I'll take a variable first and I'll use input function, write a message here. In the most of the pattern programs, we'll ask the user to enter number of row, how many row he or she want in the output. So here also we'll do the same. We'll ask the user to mention the number of row. And here I'm using Python 3, and in Python 3 by default this input function will take input as string value, but here number of row is an integer value. That's why we need to use this int function to convert that string input to integer input. Alright, done with the first step, and the next step is we need to use nested for loops to print numbers in different row and columns. So first for loop will be for row. So here row is a variable name which represents the row number, and in the range function I need to mention how many row we want in the output. We want num rows, right? So I'll mention num here. Inside this, let's take the for loop for column, and here call is the variable name which represents the column number, and here also I need to mention how many columns we want in each row. We want row plus 1 column. When row is 0, we need 1 column. When row is 1, we need 2 column. When row is 3, we need 4 column, like that. So row plus 1 column. Next here, I need to use print function to print number. Now, how to print this number? In the first column of every row, that means at the beginning of the row, we want these values. These numbers are nothing but row plus 1. To get this number, we can use the formula row plus 1. So at the beginning of the row, that's why I'll take here a variable val and I'll take row plus 1. So this is at the beginning of the row, right? At the beginning of the row, we want row plus 1 as the value. So to print the numbers, I'll use this. And I'll use end is equal to space to print space between the number as well as to print the numbers in the same line. Now next, to print remaining numbers, I need to decrement 1 from the previous value. Here, to get 1, I need 2 minus 1 from 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1, right? That's why we are using this statement. Now, outside the second for loop and inside the first for loop, let's use print function to print different rows in different lines, right? Now we are done. Let's save this and execute this. Let's take number of row as 5 and here you can see the output. Now let's take 9. Here you can see the output. Alright, so what we did here, first we'll ask the user to enter number of row. Then we'll use nested for loop to print numbers in different row and column. In the beginning of every row, that is in the first column, 0th column of every row, we want the value as row plus 1 value. That is when row number is 0, we want value as 1. When row number is 1, we want value as 2. So for that we'll use this formula. Then we'll use for loop for column. Inside that we'll use print function to print numbers. And here first we'll print the number in the 0th column. Okay. Then to print the numbers in the remaining columns, we'll use this formula. We need to minus 1 from the previous value, right? That's why we'll use this formula. Then here we'll use print function outside the second for loop. That is to print different row in different lines. So this is about the pattern. Okay, so that's it for now guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will meet you in next class. Till then, take care.